Fans of Sister Wives are aware that Janelle Brown has provided yet another update regarding her new residence in North Carolina. She had previously disclosed that she had made the decision to start from scratch when building a house. Janelle and her daughter, Maddie, talked about the construction on an episode a few weeks ago. She had already disclosed how the family would honor their late son, Garrison. As fans may remember, Brown also stated that she and her daughter and son-in-law purchased the property. The mother of 6 has now provided an update regarding the home. "It is overwhelming," she added. "Did she mention anything else? Read on to find out." TVS revealed a few weeks ago that Janelle used Instagram to inform her followers about the development of her house in North Carolina. She wrote, "It doesn't look like much, but it is," on October 5. She went on to say that it is actual, palpable progress in the direction of a new phase of her life. She stated, "I have designed the house exactly as I want it to be," while posting photos of her 156-acre property. "In many respects, the house in North Carolina feels like her first real home," she continued. She also noted that she is at last establishing some long-term roots. "It doesn't appear to be much yet, but it will," she continued. "They now intend to maintain many acres in this state for the benefit of the wildlife." And Janelle said that she enjoys the area's untamed character. As Janelle Brown prepares to move into her new home in North Carolina, Sister Wives fans are ecstatic. She gave her admirers another glimpse of her home's progress on Instagram on November 5. She uploaded 2 images of the almost finished house frame. "Building a house while building a whole new life at the same time?" She captioned the photo, "It's not for the weak of heart." Janelle went on to say that managing everything at once is emotional and chaotic. "But this is one of the most thrilling things I have ever done," she said. She also disclosed that her family has chosen to construct a memorial for their late son Garrison, as fans may remember. Unfortunately, he committed suicide in March 2024. Maddie provided additional information, stating that they intend to erect a monument in the garden in memory of those who lost their fights with mental illness. "Here is to all of us starting a new chapter, sawdust, spreadsheets and all," she said, concluding. Her admirers are ecstatic with her noteworthy achievement. On Reddit, a user congratulated her. "See what one can actually accomplish without all that dead weight, Kody, being around," someone else said. A third admirer added, "I hope this will be her home," stating that the property is attractive and something Janelle could afford outside of the show. She deserves a joyful phase in her life, according to many people, and it appears that she is now working toward it. That must be a very pleasant comfort. A follower continued, "I hope stargazing with her grandchildren is just therapeutic." Janelle Brown has long been seen as the constant in the constantly changing world of Sister Wives. Janelle worked, planned, saved, and fantasized in silence, while the other ladies dealt with heartbreaks, reconciliations, and heated confrontations with Kody Brown. She was the one who frequently discussed stability, long-term security, and realism. Janelle is finally sharing her biggest life update to date, which includes her new life in North Carolina, the home she has created for herself and her kids, and the unexpected emotional change that has occurred months after she left her spiritual marriage to Kody and began a new chapter of independence. Janelle talked about her current life, her transfer, and the status of her long-anticipated North Carolina house in a touching livestream this week that admirers quickly copied and shared on social media. Let's just say that her news is unexpected and heartfelt. A new beginning outside of Flagstaff. Janelle Brown said she felt like she was finally able to breathe when she first arrived at her property in North Carolina earlier this year. North Carolina became her symbol of starting over after decades of living in a polygamous structure that required sacrifice at every turn, of time, of space, of emotional energy. Many admirers were taken aback by the move. Most anticipated that she would either stay in Arizona with Christine and the surviving family members or move to Utah near her kids. Janelle, however, made a different decision. She clarified, "I needed a place that felt like mine. A place free of old tension, old arguments, and old memories." That's what North Carolina provided: green, quiet, calm, not to mention reasonably priced. The house that needed more time than anticipated. Fans had been anticipating news about her new home for months. Was it constructed? Had she taken up residence? Why did she keep quiet? We now understand why. Janelle acknowledged in her update that the construction process has gone much more slowly than anticipated. Her ideal home timetable was strained by unanticipated construction costs, inspection hurdles, and supplier delays. She admitted, "There were days when I questioned whether I made the right decision." There are mornings when I spend hours on the phone attempting to fix something, and I ask myself, why didn't I just buy a finished home? However, Janelle pressed forward, because she was Janelle. She has always done so. Finally, after months of anticipation, she disclosed that the interior is almost finished. Fans cheered as soon as she said, "We're at the finishing touches," with a smile. Cabinets have arrived. The flooring has been removed. The painting is finished. It feels real at last. The last obstacle? Before she can formally move in, there are some last-minute inspections and exterior landscaping to complete. "Every time I go, I can almost smell the fresh paint because it's so close," she smiled. And designed kitchen for gatherings, even without Kody. Fans particularly enjoyed Janelle's post when she proudly revealed photos of her newly designed kitchen, which she had created from the ground up. She remarked, "I've never had the opportunity to choose every element of a house. Polygamy required concessions. Make concessions on everything." In her kitchen are a huge farmhouse sink quartz counters that are dark white cabinets, a spacious central island that can accommodate an entire family. The implications of Janelle selecting a kitchen designed for comfort and community without taking Kody's preferences or needs into account was soon recognized by fans. "I get to create something that fits my life for the first time," she said. The move's emotional aspect. Janelle talked candidly about the unexpected emotional journey that comes with starting again. In addition to providing building updates, she added softly, "It wasn't just about building a house. It was about re-establishing myself." Janelle admits that she cried many nights in North Carolina, not out of sadness, but out of relief, after years of bearing the emotional burden of a broken multiple family. "Until you're finally free of the tension you hold, you don't realize how much of it you hold." She talked about going for evening walks by herself, which she never did in Flagstaff, where she would pause, take a deep breath, and express her gratitude for the quiet. Distance and co-parenting difficulties. Fans naturally wanted to know how her move would impact her relationships with Kody and her kids. Despite living far away from Kody, Janelle revealed that she is in a good place with their grown children. "The majority of my children are adults. They lead independent lifestyles. They pay us a visit. I go see them. And truthfully, they have been more helpful than I anticipated." Regarding Kody, the response was notably tactful. "When necessary, we communicate," she stated. "It's friendly. It's all right." North Carolina, however, was about her. Not about constructing or fixing anything with Kody, she made plain. "I didn't relocate here to avoid anything. I came here to sprint in the direction of something." Fans respond with pride and love. Fans rushed Facebook, Twitter, and TikTok with comments such, "Janelle looks happier than she has in 10 years. Within minutes of her update becoming live. Her self-reliance is admirable. This woman deserves all the good things that are happening to her. Just her kitchen is a triumph." Her journey from sharing an RV on Coyote Pass to being by herself in a new state, constructing a home from the ground up, struck a profound chord with longtime watchers. Many compared it to seeing the ascent of a phoenix. The response of Kody Brown, unadulterated sisterhood. In a recent live broadcast, Kody Brown, Janelle's best friend and the sister wife with whom she developed an emotional link during years of hardship, also offered commentary on the update. With tears in her eyes, Kody remarked, "I'm so proud of her. She is creating the life she is worthy of. She's taking charge. That is courageous." According to Kody, she already intends to stay at Janelle's new house for a week after it is formally completed. She chuckled and said, "We're going to sit on that porch, sip iced tea, and converse as we used to." Their friendship, which is characterized by warmth, respect for one another, and empowerment, has grown to become a fan-favorite plot point. The porch with more significance than just a view, the large wooden porch that encircles the front of the new house is one of Janelle's favorite features. She said, "I imagine my kids sitting outside. My grandkids playing, Kody coming to visit, and Maddie talking to me as the kids were playing when I designed it. It's a dream, not just a porch." Her voice cracked a little as she paused in the live stream. "I didn't think I'd ever get something like this for a long time." Peace is symbolized by North Carolina. Stability. Even before she left Kody, she yearned for this type of independence. A brand new phase of womanhood. During her update, Janelle made a statement that is already being quoted by fans everywhere. "Life was how I used to identify myself. I now consider myself to be a future-oriented lady." It was a straightforward sentence that had been developing for years. For many years, Janelle's identity was based on harmony, collaboration, and quiet power. She worked to maintain the numerous families functioning, reared children, and maintained harmony. However, she frequently neglected herself in the process. She is now choosing herself for the first time in her adult life. That decision is reflected in her new home, her sanctuary. What will happen to Janelle next? Janelle alluded to some future plans. 1. A video tour of the home. When she finally moves in, she teased a full walkthrough of her new home. The countdown is already underway. 2. Extending her business of health coaching for her growing wellness coaching business. North Carolina provides more room and opportunity. She alluded to the idea of hosting retreats here in the future. 3. A project for the garden next spring. She wants to cultivate herbs, tomatoes, peppers, and possibly sunflowers in her backyard. She declared, "I want to try things I never had space for." 4. A calm winter. She intends to spend the winter in her own completed house for the first time in years. No disarray, no RV, no short-term rentals. Comfort only. Janelle's last words to her admirers. Janelle spoke directly to her fans before concluding her post. "I appreciate your encouragement. You can't imagine how much that helped me get through the difficult times. Your love held me steady when I doubted myself and felt like everything was moving too slowly or too slowly." Her smile was pleasant. "I am constructing a house. I'm constructing a life, and I'm enjoying myself while doing it." A reborn woman. The most recent update from Janelle Brown goes beyond property lines, countertops, and drywall. It has to do with recovery, about finding herself again, about achieving independence during a phase of life when many women feel trapped. Her migration to North Carolina is more than just a shift. It's a statement of her freedom, and the fans are watching every moment of it. One thing is certain as she prepares to move into her new house, which was created based on her own decisions, schedule, and aspirations. Janelle Brown isn't just starting over. She's getting up. She is radiant. At last, she is at home.